In today's fast-paced world, convenience often triumphs. As dinner tables get adorned with pre-packaged meals, there's an unseen price we might be paying. Welcome back, dear viewers. Today, we're diving deep into the realm of processed foods to unravel the truths behind those enticing labels. Defining processed foods. When we talk about processed foods, it's not just about chips, sodas, or candies. It's a vast spectrum, stretching from minimally altered items like frozen vegetables to ultra-processed delights that are a far cry from their natural origins. And while some processed foods are simply foods preserved at their peak, others have been so modified that they're laden with a cocktail of chemicals, preservatives, and additives. The alluring world of processed foods. Bright packaging, tantalizing promises of taste, and the sheer convenience they offer have made processed foods irresistibly appealing. Think about it. How many times have we opted for a microwavable meal simply because there was no time to cook? But as with many things in life, this convenience might come with hidden costs. Moreover, from an economic perspective, these foods often appear cheaper, making them seemingly ideal for the budget-conscious. But when considering potential long-term health implications, are the short-term savings truly worth it? The health implications behind the flavor enhancers and colorful packaging lies a concerning truth. Numerous studies indicate a troubling link between processed foods and a host of health problems. Heart diseases, once the worry of an older generation, are now making their mark on younger individuals, with processed foods playing a significant role. But that's not all. There's mounting evidence suggesting that some processed items, especially those heavy in processed meats, might up the risk for certain cancers. While researchers are still connecting the dots, the existing correlations are causing a stir in the health community. And then there's the sugar, often hidden, always sweet, and potentially detrimental. Excessive sugars and unhealthy fats in processed foods are skyrocketing obesity rates, setting the stage for diabetes. Pause for a moment and reflect. If this information is making you rethink that snack or meal choice, give this video a thumbs up. And if you believe this is crucial knowledge everyone should have, hit the share button. Let's make informed choices together. Processed foods often come loaded with a list of ingredients that could confuse even the savviest of shoppers. Let's break it down. Preservatives. These chemicals are primarily included to extend shelf life. While they keep foods fresh, some have been linked to health issues, including hormonal imbalances and even certain cancers. Artificial additives. These encompass a range of substances from colorants to flavor enhancers. For instance, monosodium glutamate (MSG) enhances flavor, but excessive amounts might lead to headaches and other symptoms in sensitive individuals. Hidden sugars. If you think you're avoiding sugar by skipping dessert, think again. Sugars in processed foods wear many disguises, from high fructose corn syrup to cane juice. These sneaky sugars contribute to the escalating obesity epidemic and its associated health risks. Global consumption trends. With globalization, there's been a significant shift in dietary habits worldwide. Countries once reliant on traditional diets rich in whole foods are seeing an upsurge in processed food consumption. The reasons vary, from rapid urbanization to aggressive marketing by food corporations. While these foods bring a taste of the Western world to many, they also usher in associated health issues. Making healthier choices. Awareness can empower change. By learning to navigate the labyrinth of food labels, we can make healthier choices. Here are some pointers. Reading labels. Familiarize yourself with common ingredient names, especially the various guises of sugar. Also, if the list is too long or sounds more like a chemistry lesson, it's probably best to reconsider your choice. Alternative diets. Consider embracing diets that emphasize whole foods. The Mediterranean diet, for instance, is lauded for its health benefits, focusing on fresh produce, whole grains, and lean proteins. Educational initiatives. Many organizations and health professionals are striving to raise awareness about the dangers of processed foods. Join community programs, attend workshops, and stay informed. Found these insights eye-opening? Ensure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on content that can shape your world and well-being. The industry's response. As consumers have become increasingly aware of the health implications of processed foods, the industry has been forced to take note and adapt. Recognizing the health risks and consumer demand, some companies have embarked on reformulating products. This entails reducing the levels of sugars, unhealthy fats, and salts, and substituting harmful additives with natural alternatives. Notable examples include companies phasing out trans fats or reducing the sugar content in beverages. Transparency movements. As the saying goes, knowledge is power. Calls for clearer labeling have increased, pushing companies to be more transparent about their ingredients. This isn't merely about listing them, but making them understandable to the average consumer. The clean label movement is gaining traction, advocating for fewer and more recognizable ingredients. While the immediate dangers of processed foods are clear, the long-term societal impacts are profound. Economic implications. The rise in lifestyle diseases due to increased processed food consumption places a strain on healthcare systems. Treating conditions like obesity, diabetes, and heart diseases consumes substantial resources. In the long run, consuming cheap processed foods might be more costly than initially perceived. Cultural erosion. Traditional dishes and eating habits play a significant role in cultural identity. As processed foods become more prevalent, local cuisines and the traditions associated with them risk fading away. This not only represents a loss of heritage, but also the health benefits associated with traditional diets. Environmental impact. While not immediately obvious, there's an environmental cost to processed foods. From the plastic packaging that contributes to our global waste crisis to the carbon emissions from transporting these foods across vast distances, the ecological footprint is substantial. The power of the consumer. Despite the challenges, there's hope. As consumers, we wield more power than we often realize. Consumer movements. Grassroots movements, petitions, and community actions have led to changes in the past. By supporting or initiating such movements, consumers can compel companies to offer healthier options and adopt ethical practices. Educate and advocate. Sharing knowledge about the dangers of processed foods can create a ripple effect. By discussing these issues within our communities, schools, and families, we can collectively make healthier choices. Supporting local. One effective way to counter the rise of processed foods is to support local farmers and businesses. Buying fresh, local produce not only ensures a healthier diet, but also strengthens local economies and reduces environmental impact. Modern diet's convenience, driven by processed foods, comes with a heavy price tag. Our health. While these products offer short-term benefits like saving time, their long-term effects on individual and societal health are concerning. But all is not bleak. With increased awareness and collective action, we can pivot towards a future where food nourishes rather than harms. It begins with making informed choices, understanding the implications of our dietary habits, and advocating for a healthier food landscape. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of processed foods. If this information resonated with you, consider sharing it with friends and family. And for more enlightening content, remember to subscribe, and together, let's build a well-informed and healthier community.